All right, guys. So this TikTok went viral of this non-binary slash trans person. I don't really know. Basically making an argument that the idea that men need to protect women and children is transphobic, right? It's anti-trans. So I really want to comment on this. So take a look at this argument that this person is making, and then I'm gonna chime in.
I am non-binary. I hope everyone knows that we need to protect the women and children has been used against marginalized people for most of human history. These comments upset me because it's anti-trans, of course, but also it strikes me as anti your own daughters, anti-young people, anti-women. If you are a young person, if you're a daughter, if you are a woman, would you do me a favor? Please let all of the men in your life know that you can take care of yourself. Let them know you don't need protecting, and that you especially don't want protection if it means erasing trans people from public life.
All right, guys. This argument is stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna be upfront. Okay, it's stupid, right? Because essentially, what this person is saying is that men shouldn't protect their daughters, right? Matter of fact, not only should men not protect their daughters and women, they should favor a certain other group of people, particularly trans people, over protecting their daughters and children and women, right? I mean, when all of society, all of human history, men have always played a role of protection. They've always been protectors of their families, mainly women and children, okay? They've always done that. Why is it that these people want to transform our society to take us away from our traditional morals and values, right? Our traditional roles, right? And they want all of society to conform to what they want, right? Instead of conforming to our traditional society, right? A traditional society that has been very accommodating to a lot of people, right? It has been. They can say what they want, but we're not living in the 50s anymore, right? But see, again, it's never enough. Right now, it's at the point where you can't protect your daughters and women anymore, right? You can't do that, right? And to me, the first thing I thought about listening to this, I'm like, okay, is this person basically saying that men shouldn't be concerned about who may be in the women's restroom, right? Because again, that's what's being implied here, right? They're saying that this is used to discriminate against trans people, right? And the main thing trans people talk about when it comes to discrimination in public life is bathrooms. And in my opinion, I mean, saying that a man, a father, should not be concerned about who may be in the bathroom with his daughter, I think is ridiculous. And again, it shows a insane amount of narcissism and selfishness for somebody to even say that. It's always about you, right? It's never about other people. It's about what you want, accommodating you, right? It's not about the safety of your daughter. It's not about the protection of your daughter. It's about you. Throw all that out the window so I can feel comfortable, right? Even though a lot of these people are in the minority. The thing is that, yes, as a man, right, if I had a daughter, I don't, but if I had one, I can understand why any father that has a daughter, yeah, they're going to be concerned. They're going to want to protect their daughters when they go to the bathroom, right? They're going to be concerned that, okay, somebody in there that has a different genitalia may be in there with my daughter. I'm going to be concerned about that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But see, these people say, well, that's discriminatory. That's anti-trans. When it's not anti-trans at all. Because it seems like a lot of people, they want what they want, and they don't want to compromise to regular society. When I propose a solution I think really should work for everybody. My solution is use the bathroom that matches your genitals. Because in my opinion, I think it's super awkward, right? It's way more awkward to use a bathroom that does not match your genitals, right? So if you've underwent a sex change operation, right? And, you done up down there or whatever, right? Use whatever bathroom matches that. Again, because I feel like it's more awkward to not do that, right? Some of these, men that are, transgender women or whatever, they look just like real women, right? So I think it would be very awkward to see that person in the men's bathroom if they've underwent the whole, real deal operation. Okay. And vice versa. At the very least, you've committed surgically to what you're trying to do. But I think that reasonable people should be able to agree that you should not be able to go into a women's bathroom slanging. Okay. You should be able to go in a women's bathroom slanging. Right. That's something that a reasonable person, right, should be able to agree with. We should all be able to come together and say, yes, that is not right, right? You should not be able to go in a women's bathroom doing that, especially with little girls and children around, right? I think that is a compromise that everybody should be like, okay, that's fine. Because some people make arguments and say we should ban sex change surgeries. I'm not going to go that far, right? I don't think that the government should have a role in that when it comes to adults. But when it comes to children and kids, I would ban it, okay? I would ban it. Right? That and hormones as well too. Okay? Because kids are not old enough to decide whether or not they want to change their sex. Okay? I would rather them have more life experience so that when they do it in the future, right, they become adults, they understand the implications of that decision, that they're making an informed decision that they're not going to regret later on in life. Again, I don't understand why this should be so complicated, right? To me, it seems like common sense. But instead of that, right, which again seems to me to be a common ground, no, we want what we want, right? Even if your genitals don't match and you still look like the opposite sex, there are people that feel like, well, I should just be able to enter whatever bathroom I want, right? Because I wear a dress or because I dress like a man, right? That's how they feel. They think, well, that's enough. I say that I'm, the opposite gender or sex or whatever. Therefore, I can just choose whatever bathroom I want to use. And you can't be mad about it if your daughter is in there and she's in there with me and, we don't have the same genitalia, right? You can't be mad about it. If you're mad about it, you're anti-trans. When at the end of the day, I mean, that don't make you anti-trans. It makes you a concerned father, right? It makes you a good parent. But what it makes people who don't want to conform, right, give up a little bit to say, you know what, let's make everybody comfortable. I want people to be comfortable with me. What it does is that it just means that you're selfish. You're being selfish because you want everything. You don't want to recognize that we still have traditional values in this society, that everybody's not on board with this. And I feel like if, the LGBTQ movement like kind of understood this, right, and accepted, okay, let's try to conform a little bit more. I think they will have a much easier time, right? I really do. But see, they don't feel like they have to do that because the woke liberal media is on board with this until it goes too far, right? Until it starts getting into being transracial and all this other stuff, which will definitely happen, right? And in which at that point, that's going to be a whole nother thing in and of itself, okay? But I'm not going to go to another country like China, okay, and expect them to conform to me because I'm the minority, right? You have to change everything in your society because of me, right? I'm not going to expect them to do that, right? I'm going to conform to them because I understand, okay, this is the society that I'm living in. But again, people over here in America, they don't think that way. They don't think that way. They think that, no, your traditional society is supposed to conform to me. It's supposed to bend to me. And it doesn't work that way anywhere else in the world except America, primarily because the liberal media is on board with it right now. And I also find it interesting how this person said it's anti-women, right? Oh, yeah. If you are pro-protecting women and children, you're anti-woman. Wait, that's anti-women, but allowing men to compete with women in sports is not anti-woman? Like, somebody tell me how does that work? Somebody tells me how that works, right? It sounds to me like if you don't agree with my opinion, then you just think I'm anti-trans, it's anti-everything that you stand for if I don't agree with your opinion. That's what it sounds like. Regardless of whether or not your opinion is consistent, regardless of whether or not it makes sense, you're just a bigot and you're anti-whatever if you don't agree with me. That's kind of what it's starting to sound like. That's the vibes I'm kind of getting here. But like I said, man, there's nothing wrong with men wanting to protect women and children. We've done this since the dawn of time, right? Since humanity began. Good thing we do have the Second Amendment. So women who are not surrounded by men can protect themselves, and I'm all for that, right? I'm all for women protecting themselves, okay? But we should not discount the role of a man as a protector, okay, and a provider, right? You cannot take that away from men, and we shouldn't try to take that away from men. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.